close at hand, hiding behind walls of security, strapped with loaded weapons. Am I a threat to you, preacher, bishop, CEO, congressman? You're supposed to be for the people, yet I've never seen you here. We know you by name, but you know us as numbers as a bucket in a bucket. We know you by name, but you know us as numbers in a bucket. 2 tiers. Don't get us wrong, we say thank you for coming to this conflict by making your cameo appearance. Hearing your followers say, "Preach, black man." I thought this was about 2 sides being deadly wrong and not being about a choice or preference of color. Now, you're co-inspiring with a minister to intermingle religions. Chrislam. I heard you say in the sermon, God is creating a new world order. Well, count me out of your plans. I've studied your track record of infidelity. Not just to your wife, but more importantly, to Yahweh, our God. So I will not be seated within your temple as you try to empower yourself over me as a civil authority in Congress while keeping your 501c3 status. No, get behind me, devil. Yet. I still, after all these years, pray for you to repent, do a 180-degree change from your Freemason degree Boule Foundation mentality. It's you who needs to be seated.